mia. Just mamma mia. Boy, if that game wasn't, the 2023 Minnesota Vikings and the 2023 Chicago Bears in a nutshell, I don't know what game is at this point. Because, wow. Just wow. I mean, that game couldn't have been more of the 2023 Vikings and 2023 Bears seasons if they tried. It was sloppy. It was ugly. It was physical. It was just painful and gross and just any adjective you want to put there. Sloppy is probably the best way. But even though that game was painful, even though that game was sloppy, even though that game probably took another, 5 years off my life, granted, by that logic, I should have been dead in 1772, but here we are. Yeah, being a Minnesota sports fan is never easy. But yeah, even with all that said, these types of games are a lot better after you win. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Vikings win 19-13, basically on the heels of our defense, because our offense really couldn't do a whole lot. Credit to the Chicago Bears defense. They've always had a pretty decent defense. But, yeah, I mean, like I say, Justin Fields started the game. He had a few good drives there, but literally off the beginning of the game, 2 sacks that really kind of shook him up. And then, playing back and forth and stuff like that. The Vikings had a couple key turnovers in the second half that were the difference in this game, and we'll get to that here in a minute. But yeah, like I say, Justin Fields and the Bears started off with the ball. They moved their way down the field, but couldn't quite get it all the way done. The Minnesota Vikings then come back. Greg Joseph had a couple 50-yard plus field goals and stuff like that, but, did miss an extra point, which could have potentially cost the game here. Yeah, and then right before half, even though our, offense wasn't looking the greatest, Kirk Cousins managed to come out and put a 2-minute drive, which then would turn out to be basically the offensive difference in this game. Throwing a nice touchdown to Jordan Addison. But good God, why do we do so many fucking checkdowns and screens that aren't working? That's the thing that frustrates me about this. I don't know if it's Kirk. I don't know if it's KOC. I don't know if it's Wes Phillips. I don't know if it's someone else. They're not working. So why do we keep doing them? And the reason why I say that's because, fast forward a little bit, our offense in the fourth quarter almost cost us the damn game because our defense was out for so much of that fourth quarter and stuff like that. I thought that, the Bears are going to go right down the field and score the game-winning touchdown like they always do, and like it usually happens with the Vikings. But yeah, like I say, though, I think if Justin Fields were in, that might have been a different ending. Just saying. However, though, Justin Fields, after taking those couple of sacks in the first quarter, just did not look the same. He looked kind of out of it. He didn't quite trust his stuff. Granted, the run game was just absolutely carving us up like a Thanksgiving turkey. And, yeah, basically. But the turning point was in the third quarter. Justin Fields gets sacked by, I believe it was DJ Wanham. Injures his hand, is out for the rest of the game. In comes Tyler Bagent, a Division II quarterback undrafted out of basically a Division II college in West Virginia. Comes in the first couple of drives and looked like a undrafted, Division II quarterback that is thrusted into action. But, I mean, credit to him, because the second to last drive in the game, he almost led them back down the field. DJ Moore stepped up in that second half. A couple of the receivers really stepped up, but DJ Moore was basically the spearhead of that offense in the second half. The defense was starting to get gassed. And then, of course, the offense couldn't move the damn ball because of all these cutesy-tootsy screens. Good God. It's like I'm looking at 2020 all fucking over again. But, and this is the key difference in this game, Byron Murphy Jr. got the game-sealing pick six. Because also, too, Tyler Bagent, I think in his first or second drive, coughs up the ball. And Jordan Hicks picks it up and runs it into the end zone for a scoop and score. Which, by the way, was the difference in this game. So, two massive defensive plays ended this game. And then Alexander Madison did just enough to salt away the fourth quarter. Oh, they can never make it easy, can they? They can never make it easy. But hey, a win's a win, baby. I'll take that all day, every day. Especially with just how ugly this game looked from start to finish. But sometimes you gotta win them ugly. You gotta win them sloppy. And, there's just enough there from both sides to get it done. Even the special teams. But, hey, a win's a win if you can get some momentum. Because guess who comes into town next week? On Monday Night Football. Oh, sweet Jesus. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you guessed the San Francisco 49ers, you are correct. And by the way, score update or game update here, catching the tail end of the 49ers and Browns game. 2-minute warning. Browns are driving. 17-16 Niners lead with the Browns driving. So, who knows? I mean, the Browns could pull off the upset of upsets right here. So yeah, it's going to be intriguing to watch these final couple minutes before we get into the later slate of games. Hey, a win's a win. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't sexy. Sometimes you just got to get it done. And also, I hope that Ezra Cleveland's all right. He looked like he got dinged up towards the end there, too, so. But yeah, that'll basically wrap up this video. So like I say again, Vikings win 19-13 and are now 2-4 in the season. Up next is the 49ers coming to town on Monday Night Football. At least as of now, it's still on Monday Night Football. I don't know if that'll get flexed out or not, but I know that there's rumors that they can flex some games. I'm not exactly sure what week that starts, but as of now, it looks like the 49ers and Vikings will be the Monday night game next week from US Bank Stadium. So, until we meet again, though, this is Jacob. Skol.